Good morning, friends. Today we are back with my Mridul thoughts on repertory. Uh, that we are listening and we are experiencing the changes in our life, in our working process, and the healing of the humanity through the homeopathy using the repertory. And this on this day, I try to share with you. I wish to share with you my experiences that I have understood and what I have felt about the homeopathy. Repertory is like writing a story of the patient in framing totality of symptoms, where his entire life situations need to be compiled together in a sequence and filling up the missing link, which could not be obtained during the case-taking search process. Putting together different symptoms to bring a complete meaning is a necessity for understanding a case to get the medicines. Although in this story writing process, we need few number of rubrics, yet they have to make the complete meaning, describing each in a sequential event manner. Each symptoms are meaningful to express for each another. We need to develop a repertorial way of thinking to create such totality. It is a musical way of thinking, making a verses, making a poem, and expressing the unified aspect of all symptoms to constitute a meaning for the disease. After all disease expresses themselves in a very peculiar way, which they have been provided a name. It is only uniqueness of presentation of symptoms within the disease that makes them different from others. Thus, every disease have a different story. In homeopathy way of understanding, we have to go beyond this limited meaning of disease to a diseased individual. A story of one diseased individual is different from other and such similar diseased persons. Totality of symptoms thus is the precise expression of the complete portrait of the individual diseased person. This understanding helps us to develop more attitude towards the repertorial way of the thinking. When we look into the Materia Medica, also have to create a story out of the number of the symptoms from the different organ where we create a story. Whereas of all the symptoms are described, medicines cannot be applied in a given case. We need to see how and which symptoms constitute totality of that medicines for a given case. This is not tough task when we understand the words constitute sentence and and several sentences make a paragraph and finally a story. It is required. It also require our dedicated way for practice of the healing. So this the repertorial process for framing a totality is making a poem for the patient's life. So with these words, thank you very much, and I hope you shall be understanding my feelings and try to imbibe the spirit what I have spoken. So thank you very much for your listening, and we shall be meeting again after next day. So thank you very much.